Shohei, what a night for you, what a night for the team. A 4-game winning streak now that started on the night that you pitched 7 scoreless innings. A lot of nats tonight, right, Shohei?
虫がいっぱいいて4連勝で、ね、ショーのいい登板から始まりましたけども、そうですね、いい流れで来てると思うので、また明日早いですし、切り替えて5連勝できるように頑張りたいなと思います。Yeah, picking up good momentum. It's an early game tomorrow, but we want to do what we did today.
You played here a lot of years. This was the first season they put the netting all the way down to the foul pole. Did you realize that when you hit it down there, it was going off the netting?
ずっと向こうまでネットを貼り付けたのは今年なんですけども、それって知ってましたかと。いや、知らなかったですね。僕が行った頃はなかったので、はい。僕は当たったかどうか分かんなくて、とりあえず全力で走りましたけど、結果的に良かったんじゃないかなと思います。Yeah, I didn't know about this netting. Since when I played here, there wasn't any netting, but I just kept running.
How much fun was it tonight to run the bases the way you did? Not only on the triple, the double. How much fun did you have again tonight?
本当に打撃も走塁もいっぱいランできて楽しかったですかと。そうですね。エンジェルスファンもそうですし、ドジャースファンも所属している2つのチームのファンの方々の前でプレーできるというのは僕にとっては特別なことなので、そこでいいパフォーマンスができるっていうのは特別なことだなと思ってます。Yeah, just happy to be able to perform in front of both Dodger fans and Angels fans. So I was really happy I was able to contribute a lot today.
Last one. Posture feeling good again?
姿勢は大丈夫ですかと、バッティングの。よくはなってるかなとは思うので、引き続き頑張りたいなと思ってます。Going the right direction. Yeah.
Thank you for stopping.
Thank you.
There he goes, Shohei Ohtani, a big night. The fireworks are going to start now, but the show was earlier tonight. Dave, a lot happened in this game, so why don't we start with Justin. How did you think he looked out there tonight and the catches that Pahes made behind him tonight?
I thought Justin looked really good out there. Did what he does is just go out there and go after guys, compete, and made pitches when he needed to. And certainly with the 2 outs, that Shenwell play out in center field was a game-changing play for momentum that Andy made out there. And he just continues to, show out in center field, and good to see him swing the bat well tonight. So just both sides of the ball played great, and it was good to see our offense really come to life. And even, in that one big inning, I think we only got 1 hit, but just taking walks when we needed to, and, stressing their guy who's their ace right now and throwing the ball really well. So it was good to see us take advantage of that.
Up until the 6th inning, Soriano retired 15 of 16. What changed for you guys in that 6th inning, or was it him that just kind of got pressed and lost control?
Yeah, I don't know. He was in complete control. The pitch count was in a good spot. We couldn't manage his sinker, changeup, slider mix. Weren't seeing him really well, and the lefties weren't seeing him well, and he just got into rhythm until he wasn't. And so I don't know what happened, but fortunately for us, he didn't finish 6 and got to that pen and then really put it on.
When you went out for the first game of the series, were you aware of the netting being in play? Was there any concern that may not stand as a triple?
No, because the ground rules here are the netting. If it hits, it's in play. So that wasn't a question. I didn't really know what they were challenging, but no, we weren't concerned about that.
What was going through your head as he was rounding the bases and you watched that all unfold?
I didn't have a good vantage point, so I didn't know if a fan interfered with this, or if it was down the line further. So I thought, just a little league home run, So it was good to see him hustle.
Is there a way you guys didn't score a run tonight? Like just a method of which you can score a run that you guys didn't find a way to?
Yeah, no. We kind of outside of a wild pitch or a pass ball, we kind of touched all bases on that one.
Shohei's already starting to show signs of coming out of it, but could a play like that, scoring in such a weird fashion, kind of help open him up even further, especially with the double right afterwards?
Well, I think that what shows is his effort level going around there for the double initially and to continue to go. So I think that's, for me, that was the most telling. I think the bat speed was good, the swings were good, at bat's good, but then the hustle, that there's just more in the tank right now.
His last out, but exit velocity was 117 miles in the 9th inning.
Yeah. Off the bat.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got his kind of. I think he's just. We were hoping to get a reset with a couple days off, and I think you know, that's what happened. I think he's just feeling better and quicker with the bat.
What was the plan for Robleski entering this season, and how has that been impacted by his performance, but then also the injuries with your rotation?
I think the plan was just to, you know, compete for a starting job, and then I think he started on the bullpen. We needed him to make some starts, and then his performance dictated he's earned opportunities, and then now you layer in on injury. So, you know, until we get right, you know, I don't see there's any reason for us to kind of change what he's already earned.
What has allowed him to have this success since being inserted into the rotation?
I think he just throws strikes. He's not afraid, and he goes after guys. He's got a good rhythm. He attacks hitters, and now I think the last couple starts he's found ways to miss bats, which has been really good to see too.
What does it say about like where the offense is as a unit when they're able to take advantage of getting free bases the way that they were tonight?
Well, I think that, you know, one case in point at bat is the Pahes at bat. You know, with the bases loaded, to chase 2-1, but then to get to a 3-2 count, and then to take the slider off. You know, that's team at bat, passing the baton, and, you know, those things like that. Teo did it, and that's when we're at our best.
You know, when you're drawing walks, you can only control so much of that, but do you think the approach can be kind of, you know, bleed from like one guy to the next when you are going right?
I think so. You know, I think that, you know, if you see your teammate, you know, taking a really quality at bat and an unselfish at bat, be willing to not expand, take the walk, I do think it incentivizes the next guy to do the same thing. Yeah.
Do you anticipate more bullpen games now with the Snell news?
I don't. Not till the end of the. Not till we get to the off day, and then once we get through the off day, we should be on schedule. But that, you know, 6th day or something like that after the break, after the day off, will be kind of interesting. But yeah, we got a lot of time before that.
So 15-run night for you guys, but just that 6-run, that 5-run 6th inning. I mean, for you guys as a team to be able to compete and have competitive at bats, does it feel like you guys are back as a unit?
I mean, it's just the ebbs and flows of the season. You know, we had some really good at bats, like you said. I mean, we was able to take some pitches that were close. Pahes' at bat was a big one right there, and just, I mean, guys mixing in, fouling off pitches and whatnot. So I mean, it's really, it's like I said, just the ebbs and flows of the season.
You won 6 Gold Gloves in the outfield. What can you say about the catch that Pahes made in the 4th?
Yeah, I mean, those are all tough. I mean, you know, he's playing a premium position out there, and I mean, making it look pretty easy. You know, I know those are some tough catches, but he got to him pretty easy, and you know, I mean, he's doing an amazing job out there.
Does it feel like you're starting to get into a rhythm in your season, coming back now, and just the swings that you've had, hitting the ball hard?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it. You know, I have to just continue to make sure I swing at good pitches, and then just obviously maintenance on the swing and just making sure that stays good. But really just focusing on playing the game, you know, not putting too much pressure on myself, and just really enjoying the game.
Some of the same feeling in spring when you're pretty confident with where your swing is at?
I mean, yeah, I think we're pretty close to that. I mean, I'm consistently kind of finding the barrel and hitting it hard. So after that, I can't make it fall, but I can just continue to hit it hard, and we'll go from there.
You guys obviously piled on later, but that inning where you're like everyone's taking their walks, what's that telling you about the team approach there?
It just, you know, guys were just watching the game, you know, watching them kind of fall behind guys, and we really stuck to our approach there, and nobody was trying to be the hero. We knew that guy is not someone you just come in, you kind of slug him off the mound. You have to kind of take your hits when you get them, and after that, I mean, if he was throwing balls, you really have to do a good job in taking them.
So your reaction to Pahes' catch, robbing Shanwell, that just seemed very, very organic, and how everybody was feeling watching that. What did you think when that ball was hit?
I thought it was a hit, and then I was like, oh, he might get there. And then I was like, oh, he's going to try. And then he dove, and he caught it, and I was like, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. So, awesome.
How much did that change, being from a tied 1-1 game to just holding that 1-run lead?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I mean, anytime the guys out there make great defensive plays behind you, it's going to help you out. It's, you know, it's hard to get outs in the big league, so whenever you get one like that, when you're probably not most of the time going to get one, it's huge. And yeah, Pahes had a great game defensively today. He's a great defender, so it's just fun to watch him out there.
How did you feel out there navigating this lineup coming off what you did your last start?
Yeah, I felt good. I felt like plan was similar, threw the ball similarly. I'd have to go back and look at it, but I think I was ahead in the count a lot. I was, doing the things that I normally do. So I felt good, felt like I threw the ball pretty well today. And, yeah, there's going to be things that I can, learn from and get better at. But at the end of the day, I felt like I threw the ball pretty well.
Sorry for burying the lead here. Third inning, Grissom's liner back to you. Have you ever made a catch like that? I mean, how intentional was that?
I mean, 100% intentional. I saw it the whole way. No. Yeah, it's just kind of a reaction. When it's hit back at you like that, I don't really know how I caught it the way that I did. Just like backhand like this. But we made the play, got the out. So I think it was an out either way. So probably didn't have to catch it, but I did. So we'll take it.
Thank you.
Where's your confidence level right now?
I'd say it's, back to where I feel like it should be. I think it's in a normal, good spot. I feel good. I feel like I'm throwing the ball well. And, yeah, I think each week it's back to work and doing the same thing over and over again and trying to get better each week.
Andy, could you feel how big of a catch that was for the team in the fourth inning when you robbed Shanwell?
¿Tú sabes que era una gran jugada durante ese momento en tiempo del juego?
Obviamente habían corredores en posición anotadora y ese era el tercer out, pero como siempre digo, todo lo que sale por allá yo trato de hacerlo, o sea, de agarrarlo, no importa la situación en que esté.
Yeah, there's 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. It was a big play, but like I said before, all the plays in the outfield, I'm always trying to make a great catch, make a good play.
Was there any doubt that you held on to it, or did you know you had it all the way?
¿Tú sabías que la atrapaste de todo desde el principio o tú tenías any duda que picó?
Si tengo la oportunidad de llegarle a la bola, yo la voy a agarrar. Esa es la mentalidad mía, no de que va a picar o que se me va a caer o algo así. Simplemente si tengo el mínimo chance de llegarle a la bola, mi mentalidad es agarrarla.
¿Pero tú sabiste que la atrapates?
Sí, desde el principio.
Yeah, I knew from the very beginning that I caught the ball, but if I have a chance to make a play, I'm going to go out there and try to make a play, dive, not have any fear to make a play out there.
How did you and the rest of the guys stay so disciplined against Soriano in the 6th inning? There were some pitches that you took that were close. How did you stay disciplined to force him to throw a strike?
El grupo completo, ¿cómo tenían la disciplina para no darle a los pitchers que estaba tirando Soriano y para dejarlo que caminara a los bateadores en frente de ti?
Es un excelente lanzador, no ha tenido una excelente temporada hasta ahora, pero es uno de esos lanzadores que trata de tirar los picheos perfectos. Entonces nosotros tenemos que cerrar nuestra zona lo más en el medio posible, ya que sus picheos se mueven mucho. Entonces simplemente tratando de poner la bola en el medio lo más posible.
Yeah, he's a great pitcher. He puts balls in perfect spots. He tries to kind of avoid the middle of the plate, so we try to cut our zone up and force him to put the ball in the middle of the plate, and luckily we were able to draw a couple walks that inning.
Series win over the Angels after losing all 6 games to them a season ago. Justin Robleski goes 6 strong innings, picked up his 6th win, and this was actually a pitcher's duel for a long time. It was a 1-0 game going to the 6th. Jose Soriano was nasty for the Angels through 5, but he completely loses his command there in the 6th inning. Jerry gave up 5 runs on just 1 hit. Dodgers scored 14 runs over the final 4 innings.
That's why you continue to have good at-bats. The first 5 innings, Soriano looked like he had no-hit stuff. Dodgers continue to put good at-bats together. That 6th inning, he lost command. Dodgers took advantage of it. How about 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion? 15-run score.
Yeah, I think the Dodgers did a really good job there in the 6th inning because there were also some really close pitches. I know he lost command, but at the same time, they didn't chase too much from that. It doesn't mean they didn't chase at all, but they didn't chase too much, and obviously were working the walks in order for them to score the runs. That was really impressive, but also what puts the pressure on the opposing pitcher is keeping it close because Robleski was outstanding going out there as well, keeping it close, putting some pressure on, and the Dodgers offense just found a way to put up a lot of runs.
They certainly did. And speaking of that offense, it started with Shohei Ohtani at the top against his former team. A double, a triple, 5 runs batted in, and also an interview with David Vassegh right now.
Shohei, what a night for you. What a night for the team. A 4-game winning streak now that started on the night that you pitched 7 scoreless innings. A lot of nats tonight, right, Shohei?
虫がいっぱいいて4連勝で、ね、ショーのいい登板から始まりましたけども、
そうですね、いい流れで来てると思うので、また明日早いですし、切り替えて5連勝できるように頑張りたいなと思います。
Yeah, picking up good momentum. It's an early game tomorrow, but we want to do what we did today.
You played here a lot of years. This was the first season they put the netting all the way down to the foul pole. Did you realize that when you hit it down there, it was going off the netting?
ずっと向こうまでネットを貼り付けたのは今年なんですけども、それって知ってましたかと。
いや、知らなかったですね。僕がいた頃はなかったので、はい。僕は当たったかどうか分かんなくて、とりあえず全力で走りましたけど、結果的に良かったんじゃないかなと思います。
Yeah, I didn't know about this netting. You know, since when I played here, there wasn't any netting, but I just kept running.
How much fun was it tonight to run the bases the way you did, not only on the triple, the double? How much fun did you have again tonight?
本当に打撃も走塁もいっぱいランできて楽しかったですかと。
そうですね、エンジェルスファンもそうですし、ドジャースファンも所属している2つのチームのファンの方々の前でプレーできるというのは僕にとっては特別なことなので、そこでいいパフォーマンスができるっていうのは特別なことだなと思ってます。
Yeah, just happy to be able to perform in front of both Dodger fans and Angels fans. So I was really happy I was able to contribute a lot today.
Last one. Posture feeling good again?
姿勢は大丈夫ですかと、バッティングの。
よくはなってるかなとは思うので、引き続き頑張りたいなと思ってます。
Going the right direction. Yeah.
Thank you for stopping.
Thank you.
There he goes, Shohei Ohtani, a big night. The fireworks are going to start now, but the show was earlier tonight.
And 5 RBIs for Shohei Ohtani in the final 2 innings. It was still a 6-2 game, so not completely in the win column for the Dodgers at that point, Jerry. And then they get the triple by Shohei Ohtani into the netting, scored a couple of runs, and at that point, this game was pretty much over.
It was a triple and an error, not an inside-the-park home run. But again, I love the fact that Shohei Ohtani kept running. The guys kept running, and even though it was an awkward play because I thought we all assumed if it hits the netting, obviously bouncing fair territory, then hops up, hits the netting. We all assume that it's a dead ball because it would have went with no netting there a few years back. It would have went in the stands. But these guys kept hustling, kept running, and Shohei Ohtani did not assume anything. And the rules, Nomar shared with us in the studio that it acts like a wall. So it's in play. Great job, Shohei Ohtani, hustling around. It was that triple. They kicked the ball around, and he was able to score on the air.
You're right. Don't assume anything. Let the umpires figure it out later. If they have to send you back, they have to send you back. So they did exactly what they were supposed to do. But Shohei Ohtani obviously had a great night, 5 RBIs. It's really good to see him squaring up some balls, swinging the bat well, getting the extra base hits, continuing working on getting that confidence. I think up and down the lineup, I just really like you have 7 of the 9 guys, 7 different guys had RBIs today. So found a way to knock guys in. So that was really good to see. And guys, you know, up and down, all starters found a way to get on base at some point throughout this game.
Well, speaking of getting on base, Nomar, you mentioned some really good at-bats in that 6th inning. Soriano was pitching awfully well. It's 1-0 going into that inning, and then it's a walk, hit by pitch, a couple more walks, another hit batter before the Alex Call single.
Yeah, you got Mookie Betts, you know, working the walk, getting on base, and then you got Freddie Freeman as well, taking the pitch, working the walk, getting on there. Will Smith gets hit by the pitch here as well. Oh, man, I feel bad for O'Hoppe. He is really just getting back and getting roughed up. But I'll tell you, that at bat by Pages was really impressive because that was a close pitch. And I know he chased one out, and I've been there before. You assume the ball is going to be, he's like, he's not going to walk me. I'm already selling out. But he swings and misses and works a walk. Max Muncy doing the same thing. All these guys really trusting, you know, passing the baton, trusting the guy behind him, not chasing, going out there. Teo taking one as well, say, hey, that's an RBI, I'll take it. And then Alex Call putting the ball in play, finding a hole there, knocking in a couple runs. Just all around, just a really good inning. The way it was built up, but also the way it was player after player after player getting the job done.
Watching Soriano the first 5 innings, I was like, it's going to be hard to scratch one more run off this guy because he had elite stuff. He has elite stuff, but you try to put good at-bats together. I remember our old teammate Juan Pierre get into the stretch. It's a different feel for that pitcher. We got him in that stretch and continue to work great at bats. I love the patience from the Dodgers. Selectively aggressive. If it was in the strike zone, they were swinging a bit. It wasn't in the strike zone. They're able to draw some walks. Will Smith taking a curveball, which is nice to get hit, and taking your base. But I love Alex's call. He's a lot known for his walks and Nomar's favorite, the bat flip. But how about him swinging the bat? Key 2-run RBI knock from AGC. Alex Gritty call doing his thing.
Well, he had a big hit a couple of nights ago to help the Dodgers get a win and also came through big time there in that 6th inning. Jerry, we've talked a lot about the growth of Andy Pages as a center fielder. Tonight, he caught 11 fly ball outs, but 2 of them very high degree of difficulty.
I love his range and his routes on baseballs, going back, side to side, and coming in. This was absolutely elite. He's in left center field. Great first step quickness, going to his left side, and on a line, knew right away, hey, I can reach out and make a play, saves a run, and you know, if he gets by him, it's extra bases for sure. I know the feeling, brother. I've been there before. But Pages continues to shine in center field. And this is a tough place for me. And really all center fielders, you're talking about the line drive right at them. They got to make a decision right away. Do I go for it? If it's knuckling on me, does it get past me if it hits the dirt? But great job, Pages, doing a great job of reading the flights off the bat right away, reacting and making great plays.
Yeah, the one he laid out, I mean, that was really a game saver. Because I know you look at the score, you're like, really? That really affected the game? I know it was a great play, but it did at the time because it could have shifted the total momentum right there for the Angels, but he came up huge right there. The one thing Andy Pages has really done, we know he's worked tirelessly to be better. We know he has an incredible arm. He's worked on that to be more accurate, which he's done. But also just his first step. His first step has improved over time to get unbelievable angles, to get unbelievable jumps, to make plays like that.
Only the 3rd series win for the Dodgers in their last 9 series. Let's show you how they got it done on this. 15-2 is the final. They are back to 10 games over 500 at 28-18. Justin Robleski, win number 6. He goes 6 strong. Gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Shohei's night 2 for 4 with a double, a triple, 5 RBIs, stole his 6th base, also walked a couple of times, and Mookie Betts 2 for 4 with his 4th home run. We got one more game with the Angels tomorrow. Dodgers going for the sweep at 1 o'clock, and then the road trip will continue on down the 5 as they head to San Diego for 3 with the Padres, an off day Thursday before an NLCS rematch with the Brewers over the weekend in Milwaukee. Saturday's game on Fox, the rest of them right here on Sportsnet LA. It was a memorable night all around in Anaheim. Robo on the mound, Shohei at the plate, Andy Pages doing everything in center field. The greatness of that catch.
The essence, the aroma. We need to go Access 360 and break down Pages. He has been balling in center field.